Welcome to TA Outdoors, guys. I'm here at the Bushcraft show 2018 with a strange lady who I've never met before. No, this is my wife Emmy, everyone. And we brought Jax because, those of you remember, Jax had a tooth problem and I wasn't going to bring him, but turns out, that's very bright, turns out that Jax's teeth are fine. So we're here at the Bushcraft show. Never been here before in my life. Met a few of you guys already. Thanks very much for coming up to me. But we're going to just go slow today. Go around a couple of the stalls because there's lots to take in, and we're going to see what's there, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me, and I hope you enjoy it.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, a heart full of blues, and in the dirt, down in the dirt.
My name's Dustin James. I run a company called Bushcraft Tools. I just want to show you this product. It's called a fire piston. What they do is they create fire by compressing air. So the way they work is that this rubber washer, when you insert it rapidly, it will trap the air. So those 2 or 3 millimeters of trapped air in that moment of compression, the air temperature will heat up and hopefully ignite a piece of tinder. Believe it or not, these kits were invented around 2,500 years ago, originating from Southeast Asia, from a tribe in North Malaysia. So what I'm going to do, I'm just reaching down here, I'm going to grab some char cloth tinder. As you guys know, char cloth tinder is a great tinder to use. You don't always have to use char cloth tinder. You can use natural tinders such as a layer of the horse's hoof fungus called amadou. You can also use some of these Daldenia concentrica, which are cramp balls. These grow on dead or struggling ash trees and they're a really good tinder. So let's just see if we can get an ember going. Simply insert your fire piston into the barrel, slam it down rapidly. What will happen is the air will become compressed, hopefully heat up, and will reveal a glowing ember. There you are, that instant compression, it goes up to around 350 degrees Celsius, believe it or not. Now you're wondering how to take this to a flame. Well, we're going to reach down here, I'm going to pull out a little bit more charred cloth, and we're quite simply going to just transfer our glowing ember to a larger piece of charred cloth. Give that a good blow, make sure it's nicely spread. Once we've got that, we're going to reach for our tinder bundle, a little bird's nest. And then we're going to blow it into a flame. There's a little flame created, let's roll it. No, we've lost it, so we're just going to do that again. And there we are, we've caught it, we're rolling the tinder bundle. We've now got a good secure flame. I'm going to drop it into this fire pit and hopefully allow that to go out. So now you've seen how to create fire by compressing air using a fire piston and some charred cloth tinder. I'm now going to show you what really happens in that moment of compression. So down here I have a polycarbonate tube. This is inserted into a nylon base with a rubber washer down there. So that rubber washer, when I insert this tube, it will create a seal. Now I have a larger version of this smaller fire piston. This has got a rubber washer on it as well. So when I insert this, we can hopefully trap the air, enough of the air to heat up and give us a flash or a visual of light. What I'm talking about is a fire. So remember, when air is rapidly compressed, it heats up. This will give us hopefully a good visual of what really happens. I'm now going to place a bit of cotton wool, just using cotton wool, not charred cloth, because cotton wool gives us a good visual. The visual I'm talking about is a flash of fire. So if we look here, it's going to take a few attempts possibly. 3, 2, 1, look for the visual. There you go. That shows us instantly that when air's compressed, it heats up. Something dry and fibrous in that moment of heat, fire. Fire by compressing air.
So guys, that was an awesome demonstration that Dustin did there with the fire piston. I'm going to have a go at this strange contraption here, which I've never seen before. I've seen sort of in images, but I've never seen it actually being used. And what's it called? A fire?
It's called a pump drill.
A pump drill, and it's still going to make friction fire, so it's a method of friction fire. We've got the hearth board there, and Dustin, he's going to run through what it's made of and the kind of components of it, and then I'm actually going to have a go at doing it.
you can actually make these when you're out in the wild. But I suggest just making one at home, because this, especially for an outdoorsy school teacher or a forest school teacher, these are great for kids that can't quite manage to do the hand drill or the bow drill. This spindle you can actually remove, and you can try different woods. So you can try hazel, you can try sycamore, you can try silver birch. It allows you to easily change the spindle to try different woods. This spindle that we're using today, this is made out of hazel, and the half board is made out of lime. So the way this actually works is the base acts as a flywheel. So as I press down, because the base is weighted, as I press down it wants to continue turning, and it winds up the string. So if you look at my hands, I'm not actually lifting this crossbar up, it's actually lifting it up for me. And that's the motion. It's really easy to use. It's great for kids that can't really get the knack of...
And TA Outdoors amateurs.
No comment. Yeah, there you go. That is simply the motion, and it's dead easy. It's great fun to make as well. You don't have to make it in the woodland. You can always make it at home. Great project.
Let's give it a go.
So it's all about keeping that pressure on this board, and then on the hearth, and then also keeping the motion the same. As you can see, we're building up already. We'll give it another 30 seconds or so, and hopefully we'll have a nice little pile of dust that will then build up, get hot enough, and create ourselves a little ember. And it's just focusing on what you're doing, keeping the spindle upright, and you just keep going. I think we could say...
You reckon?
Yep, okay, let's do that. So slowly stop, we'll just gently lift it off, and we'll see what we have. Let's see. We want it to smoulder slowly. Right.
No pressure.
No pressure, but what I'm gonna just suggest is we use what I call an insurance policy.
Yeah.
So we've all been there, we've all created our ember, we're sweating, our arms are killing, and now we just want an insurance policy because we don't want to transfer it over and suddenly lose our ember.
Sure.
What do I mean by insurance policy? Well, as you can see, it's glowing nicely. I'm going to grab a cramp ball or a King Alfred's cake. I'm going to just break it open, find a corner that I can so I'll pass it to you.
Yeah.
If you very carefully just touch that to the glowing ember, and we just want to get this cramp ball smouldering. And this is our insurance policy, so that when this is smouldering over here, we can then do our tinder bundle, blow it to a flame. If we fail, we can go back to our insurance policy, we can put in that claim and get our ember back. So it's a matter of just preparing yourself. Here we are, it's nice and glowing. So we'll just put that cramp ball either in there, or we'll put it aside, because if this fails, we can go back to this.
Got the old cramp ball.
So there you are. You can transfer that, you can carefully transfer that over. I'll help you. Every little helps in bushcraft. This is a tinder fund, well, this is a cramp ball. So if you feel like...
I feel like that's gone.
So you feel like, so this is a great example of why we have a backup. Here we are,
Yeah.
a lovely backup, smouldering ember. Drop that bad boy straight
This
into
part I've done before, so...
straight into the tinder bundle. We are so close. There we go.
Lovely. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Dustin.
No worries
really
at all.
Enjoyed that.
No worries at all.
So I have a bit of a confession to make, guys. I've been so engrossed in this show that I haven't really done much filming, because I've wanted to see all the crafts, speak to some of the pros, listen to Ed Stafford's talk just now. That was incredible. Highly recommend, if anyone can go to see some of Ed Stafford's talks, definitely go and do it. He's a great guy. And poor M has had Jax for the whole trip so far, a couple of days, and he's pulling around. Jax has a new girlfriend, by the way. What was her name?
Jess.
Jess. Jax has met Jess. They are in love. and he's now pulling us around the show trying to find Jess again. So we'll probably spot her later.
Even though she's triple his size.
She's a little bit bigger than him, which is quite funny. But yeah, so today, guys, I promise you I'm going to do more filming. So the aim of today is to try and learn some skills from the professionals and educate you guys maybe, and you know, just learn some new things and try and film it and document it. Let's see what we can find out. Well guys, I'm here at the Coastal Survival School with Fraser Christian. Now, those long-term subscribers will remember, I've actually been and done videos with Fraser before, down on the south coast of England, and we were doing some foraging, and he just did a real basic kind of intro to foraging. I think it was late summer, maybe early sort of autumn time, I think. But I'm gonna link to that foraging video that I did with Fraser up in the corner here, because seriously, it's a very, very good video. It's really informative. Fraser really knows his stuff. I'm also going to put a link to his YouTube channel in the description below. He's got some insanely really good quality content on this, so be sure to check that out. He's going to just show you something behind that's going on down here, and I'm going to go on the other side of the camera so that you guys can get a better view of it.
So what we've got here is some buff willow, and this is willow that's been steamed so the bark's come off, and it's probably one of the best things to use if you can get hold of it. And I bought this from Somerset. The tannins go in and it preserves really well, so it can go in and out of the water, can be used for ages. And all we're doing is we just stuck maybe about 16 sticks into the ground there, they're fixed into the ground, and I'm literally just weaving in and out all the way around this until we get right up to the top, and then we're going to seal it here. We're going to lift out the ground, we're going to secure the bottom poles on there, and we're going to make a very similar shape again, but we're going to leave a hole in it at the end, and that's going to be our door. Now, I'm not the best basket maker in the world, I'm not the best crafts person in the world, but what I do know is where to put the bait in this trap, I know where to put it into the sea, and I know how to use it. And it's all very well creating something that looks like a museum piece, but if you don't know that the devil's in the detail, what sort of bait you're going to use for what you want to catch, where you're going to put it, you're never going to catch stuff. It's going to be a museum piece, and everything that we make and we use is proven, and we know it catches our food. So the last rod started here, and what we do is we work round to the end of the rod. You end up with a spiral effect, and that gives it the strength. So the last rod stuck out there, the next one wants to come in and start just there. And what we do, it's not just a case of bending the sticks around, because the willow's going to push and pull it. I'm going to use my fingers to make the willow go exactly where I want to go, and I'm using that like an anvil. So I'm bending that round, and then that stick's going to come up all the way on a nice wide arc and go on the inside of that one. So it's inside, and again I'm going to put the willow where I want it. Outside, and again I've got to secure there, and it's all about using your hands a bit like an anvil. And what you'll find is after time, you put your hands like this and you'll find there's a muscle here. And the person that taught me how to do all this willow, she's a professional willow basket maker. Her hands are half the size of mine, but this muscle is so developed, and it's all using this anvil. And it's keeping the digits in close so your hands don't get worn out. And I'll just show you one more time. Put my thumb on the back there, anvil it in and bend it up. And we're putting the willow where we want it to go, rather than the materials doing what it wants to. So again, pinching, pulling it in. So I'm keeping the shape all the time.
So it's come to that time, guys, where I'm now going to have a go at this. Having never done it before, hopefully Fraser's going to give me some tips, and we'll see what we can get out of it.
See that it went on the inside of this one,
yeah,
the outside of that one, so now you've got to manipulate this round and come on the inside of that one. Remember, everywhere you go, make sure you keep your
pinch
angles.
that point
there.
Yeah. So I'm coming up in the air
now?
Yeah,
nice wide stroke so you don't go on a right angle. That's it, on the inside of that rod.
Yeah.
Pull that down again, put it where it wants to go.
Out there.
Yeah.
Then anvil here, or the next one here?
The next one, yeah, probably.
I see, so you sort of miss.
Yeah.
It's when it's on the outside point, you anvil it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
in the inside. And this isn't, it's okay now, because we've gone, this is actually thinner than the uprights.
Yeah.
If this was thicker than the uprights, that would definitely push those out of shape, and that's when we really need to like anvil it and pinch it in position.
Okay. It's strange because it feels like it's going to snap,
Well, it's a very
But
hot day today. We've had
yeah.
it soaking in the lake, and literally within 10 minutes it's starting to dry out. So
Really?
this would be a great thing to do of a late evening. You imagine
Sure.
when we come back from hunting and we want to make more stuff, we'd sit in the camp.
Yeah.
And once your muscle memory had built up with this, we'd be able to just sit here looking at each other and your hands
Yeah.
would be working away, you know.
Roughly how long can you personally make one of these? How long would it take you?
If I sit there,
Yeah.
from start to finish, probably just under 2 hours.
Oh, that's pretty fast.
So I hope you enjoyed that little video. Going to be doing more stuff with TA. We specialise in the coastal area. We're an internationally respected coastal survival school. We wrote the books on it. So please come on the courses, check out the website, www.coastalsurvival.com. I've been Fraser Christian. Enjoy.
Well guys, I have just done my first signature on an axe. And what axe is it? Holterfors.
It's a Holter Force.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I really felt bad doing it, but
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for everything what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Your
much.
videos are very, very lovely.
thank you. It's been great to meet you guys.
It was great to meet you also
Cheers.
face to face. Take
Thanks
care, bro.
guys. Take care. I'm here with Jed and he is going to teach me how to throw an axe at those logs over there. I've never really done this before properly other than playing around in the woods doing it, but I'm sure there's a proper technique, so I'm going to learn from Jed here.
It's called alcohol, it works.
It's called alcohol.
We're going to throw Norse axe, and our Norse axe will only stick in by the points. Very rare will it go in by this section, so you need to throw it in a perfect straight line. The problem you've got is you throw anything, your arm naturally comes out, so we have to counterbalance that. We have to throw in a completely different way. Are you right or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed, so am I. Well, what you do is I'm going to stand at this mark here with pudding. Now this is about 5 metres, which gives you 1.5 rotations of the axe. Now what you need to do is give yourself a nice comfortable wide stance, but this leg you need to point your heel out so your shoulder is in line. Now what we're going to be doing when we throw the axe is we're going to be making a clenched fist, and we're going to be raising our arm and like banging our fist in the air like this, so it's going flat.
Sure.
To throw the axe, just release your grip. Don't open your hand too wide, because very often you might push it before it goes, so just release your grip. So it's basically keeping it high, keeping it square. Don't even do that, okay? So up, and back, and then just release the axe. And away you go.
Oh, awesome.
It's as easy as that, all right? No mind, come on again. Fantastic. And one more. There we go, in the middle, in the middle.
Yes! Come on!
Well done.
Em, your turn. No pressure, Em.
No.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
To the
nice.
side.
Ooh, yeah, I know like that. Was that? Good shot.
You're just in a lucky mood, aren't you, really?
It's all luck.
Good shot.
Well, we are back from the Bushcraft Show 2018. What can I say? It was an incredible weekend, absolutely full of awesome things to do. I learned things about fire lighting, I've learned basket weaving, I've learned primitive things. There's so much I've learned. I can't take it all in right now. It was such a good weekend. I just want to say a couple of thank yous. Firstly, to David and the team at the Bushcraft Show, thanks so much for having me this year. It's been an absolute blast. I've really enjoyed it. Hopefully I'm looking forward to coming back next year. Also like to thank the guys who helped me out with the filming and who were kind enough to pass on their knowledge to you guys, the subscribers. So big thank you to you. I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone who came up to me to chat everything about TA Outdoors and how much you enjoy the videos. It was a truly humbling experience. I'm very, very grateful. I never quite realised how much of an impact I've been making with these videos. So, you know, it was overwhelming, guys. It really was overwhelming. from the older people all the way down to the youngsters and the kids who came up to me. I'd just like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. It really did mean the world to me, and it was great to hear some of your stories and just general feedback from the YouTube videos. So thank you, really thank you. But I think the final thanks has to go to my wife, Emmy. Those of you will know why. So we had Jax for the weekend, 4 days solid camping with Jax, who is not the quietest of dogs, as you guys at the show will know. He was very noisy, very boisterous, and I'd just like to say thanks, Em, for helping him out, because it wasn't easy, and Jax just wanted to say hi to everyone, all the dogs, everything. He still misses Jess, his girlfriend. He's thinking of you, Jess, if you're watching. But I've just got to say thanks, Ems. Thanks so much. It means a lot. I wouldn't be able to do these videos, guys, without a supportive family. And really at the core of that is Emmy, my wife, who is incredibly supportive, and she's always there for me. So she's probably not even going to watch this, to be honest. But just like to say thanks to her. And I will be featuring her and Jax more in the videos. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. What a blast it was, 2018 Bushcraft show. Absolutely epic event. Great to meet some of the professionals as well. Dave Canterbury. Dave, it was great to have a chat with you. Really enjoyed that. Paul Kirtley, I know I still owe you a beer, man. I'm sorry about that, but we'll catch up again soon, I hope. Fraser from Coastal Survival School. Thanks again, buddy, for sharing your knowledge. And of course, Dustin on that pump drill, which I've never done before. Dustin from Bushcraft Tools. I'm going to put links to all their stuff in the description below, and also to the Bushcraft Show website if you guys want to see what else was on offer there. Because really, I don't think I even filmed a quarter of what was going on. There was so much more to see. So be sure to check out the website so you can see what's on offer. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope to be back at the Bushcraft show next year. Got lots of things coming back up on TA Outdoors. I'm working on Shed Sundays. They will be available, coming out on the channel soon. Bear with me, be a bit patient, guys. I've been super busy lately. There's also some really cool just general videos coming up. Catch and Cooks, Camp Update 15 at some point. Some really good stuff. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you soon in the next episode.